we spoke about how the Prophet ﷺ advised the Muslim Ummah to avoid fitna and to avoid trials and tribulations. And the entire discussion that we had yesterday was about when Muslims fight Muslims, as we have seen in the history of Islam, as we have seen even in recent history. Most of the wars that were taking place was one group of Muslims fighting another group of Muslims. And this is what the entire discussion was about. It does not speak about when Muslims are attacked by the non-Muslim enemy. When one group of Muslims are attacked by a non-Muslim enemy, it is the imperative of the entire Ummah to come to their aid, unless, as the Quran says, they have a covenant between themselves. But if the one being attacked makes a call for help and assistance, then it is imperative for the Ummah to come to their aid. And what is lamentable at this age, or that we find ourselves in, is that Muslims are more keen to help non-Muslims against their fellow Muslim brothers. And jihad is a duty, physical jihad and fighting is a duty on every believer, in the circumstances and in the understanding of the jurisprudence of jihad. And just as a person, if they want to get married, they have to understand the fiqh of marriage. If they want to go for hajj, they have to understand the fiqh of hajj. Anything that they have to do business, they have to understand the fiqh of business. Likewise, jihad has its fiqh, and a person needs to understand what is their duties, etc. And this jihad, especially against the enemies of Islam, against the non-Muslims, is an imperative, and it will continue until the day of Qiyamah. It will continue until the day of Qiyamah. The Prophet ﷺ also spoke about that they would continue to remain a group of people, ظاهرين على الحق, they would always remain upon the haqq. And the ulama, Imam Bukhari as well, when he reads or when he explains this hadith, he says that also from amongst the jihad of the people, ظاهرين على الحق, are the ulama who will defend the aqidah, the correct aqidah of Islam. It is the ulama that protect the inheritance of the Prophet ﷺ. So there are the many different forms of jihad, and no one is given preference over the other. Each one has its time and each one has its place. A person is obliged by the deen to understand themselves, to understand the jurisprudence, to understand their waqi', meaning the circumstances they find themselves in, to know what their duty is. Now, we began speaking yesterday about the virtues of the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we spoke about how the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the bedrock and the foundation and the axis upon which all khair is established. A person who has a regular habit of doing the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with complete presence of heart and mind, and this person has a solid